Hello everyone, Thijs here again with another guide, and this time I wanted to make another guide about Tempo Mage. I made already an earlier guide about Tempo Mage, also with the new cards, but I wanted to make another one, and the reason for that is I played Tempo Mage recently in a tournament, and people don't consider Tempo Mage be the best deck. I don't think it is. It might not be top tier, but it is really close to be behind the top tier. And the reason why I played also Tempo Mage in a tournament and I qualified for the LAN finals of it was because of the meta. Tempo Mage, when you expect people bringing Warrior and Druid, it is probably the best counter to bring. Of course there are better counters for Patron. I mean, Handlock is way better against Patron, but it struggles really hard against Druid. And Tempo Mage has an okay matchup against Patron. It's really winnable. And it is a really good matchup against Druid. It's the matchup you want, and that is why I and maybe others also consider Tempo Mage being a pretty good deck now to bring in a Conquest Best of 5 mode. I bring this version of my Tempo Mage to the STLV, the Star Ladder League, and it went 2-0 for me. I qualified because of this Tempo Mage deck. It just won all the games. And yeah, let's go to the deck list. What did me decide to go for this version? The first question all of you probably have: why do you only play with one Myra entity, only one secret? I'm gonna try to explain that to you. I don't say it is the best way to go. It's a small edge of preference too. So I'm gonna try to explain it. The reason why I don't like his double Mad Scientist, double Myra entity is because you either draw, it's almost 50-50 which one you draw, the Mad Scientist or the Myra entity. Of course there is a small edge of drawing Mad Scientist over Myra entity, because you keep Mad Scientist in your starting hand, you don't keep entity in your starting hand. So math wise, I would say that you get the Mad Scientist 55% of the times over entity. If you play with only one Myra entity, the math of getting one is really slightly lower. It's 2 out of 3 if you just compare it to 1, but if you get one of these earlier, you don't get the entity anymore. It's really not likely you even draw it anymore. If you have, so it's really, and because this deck has a lot of tempo, normally the game is over around turn 9 or turn 10 at least. It's really not likely you're gonna draw into one entity at all. And if you have double Mad Scientist, I know a lot of people say, but what are you gonna do with the second Mad Scientist? It does nothing. A lot of times it's so not likely you draw into your second Mad Scientist. If you do, a lot of times they silence your second Mad Scientist, or they try to kill them both the way to not get a second secret out. A lot of times the second Mad Scientist is a dead card overall already, because the tempo that it gains is not worth to play it. And if I can choose one out of these 30 cards I don't want to draw, it is Myra entity. The only reason I play with one is to get one from the Mad Scientist. I know it is kind of clunky maybe, but I really like it and it works out so well for me. I had really rarely the situation where I was like, yeah, now I needed a second entity, and I was always so happy of not having entity in my hand that I really think it might even be better. So that is why I went for only one entity. And if you really want to play with other cards, I know there is a really popular card that people love to play in this deck. It is the 3-drop 3/4, where is it? I forget the name about it. It's not a mage card, right? Or is it? Oh yeah, the Spellslinger. People love this card. If you want to play with one of these, what is really not bad at all, you can cut out the low tap. Low tap is a pretty flexible spot. If you are thinking, I want to have this card in this kind of deck, you can cut low tap. It's an okay cut. It's a really flexible card, but it's just really good against Warrior and Druid. So that's why I played it in my tournament. You can also cut out one Flame Cannon. It's not bad. Like, it's a terrible card against Paladin, for example. It doesn't do anything against 1/1s. Really questionable to play double. So that are the two flexible spots, but I just want to play the exact deck list that I played in a tournament. So yeah, let's just play some games with it, and I will probably talk about some more things about the deck list while we are playing. Just the general strategy of the Tempo Mage. You want to get a lot of tempo, really important in a Tempo Mage deck. The Tempo Mage, it is not an aggressive aggro deck. It has a playstyle, kinda Zooish playstyle, where you wanna trade really well on board. We play the Mirror. If I play against Mage, I kinda expect a kinda Tempo Mage too. You can keep Frostbolt, honestly. I don't think that's bad. But let's try to get some early minions. Let's try to get that Mana Worm. Maybe a 2-drop is not bad. I just explained the thing with the entity and now we draw it. I cannot believe this. But look how bad it is in the end. It's so terrible in this hand. It's so slow, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think we just go double portal in the portal. I mean, our hand's way too slow, 0 tempo. I think it's playable here. It's not good, but it's playable. He can deal with it with a flame cannon. That's the only way. We might consider pinging next turn. Depends if he plays something from the portal. What he is considering here. Ping is a really reasonable play here. He might play around Frostbolt. I can see that. Okay, he doesn't play around, and that is why I think sometimes keeping Frostbolt or flame cannon is really fine in the mirror. Yeah, we make this trade. Mana Worm, it goes too big. We cannot handle it. I don't see the way how we will handle it in 1 or 2 turns, so we try to handle this as cheap as possible. It's all about board control, it's all about value of the cards, this matchup. We have a really bad hand with not much value in our later turns, so yeah, I would always do this. Oh wow. Deals 2 damage to all the minions. We cannot deal with that anyways yet. It's a 4/4 that we cannot deal with, so pretty sure we play the second worm here with an unstable portal. See what we get out of the portal, and maybe we trade next turn. Yeah, that's really bad. You'd never want 1-drops out of it. It's just terrible. It dies anyways, right? Nah, let's not do it. I mean, let him do it, maybe. Let him trade with the Mana Worm if he plays a spell. You can still consider Fireball. Yeah, now he's gonna trade with the Mana Worm into the 2/2, I think. It's just a really good trade. Oh wow, why do you do this? So YOLO. Doesn't do much. Okay, we just have to trade on board here. Yeah, we have to trade on board. This one goes to 1 HP. We can consider Fireball, make this trade, but it doesn't really look that good for me. We can attack, but we cannot deal with it any other way. Yeah, I think just playing Voidwalker into a 3/1 is pretty nice. I mean, this card is terrible, and the value that we get here is at least decently. So yeah, I don't mind getting this value. I cannot really afford pinging here, because with 2 mana we don't do anything. So yeah. Okay, we get the good trade here. Might consider, I like low tap here, I think. This deck is, this matchup is all about board control, so yeah. Playing around the Mana Ref would really wreck us. Doomsayer would even wreck us less than Mana Worm, so we always, the Mana Rave, so we always do that. Oh, that's a really strong turn. We might Fireball ping this. We Fireball ping this. With the low tap, with the boom follow up, we pretty sure. We can Frostbolt. Nah. Gets double spare part, kinda annoying. Pretty sure if he doesn't play his boom here, we go with boom. Goes with Fireball. That's fine. I mean... Okay, Mad Scientist. Really have to play Boom now, right before Mad Scientist procs. I think I will make this trade, to be honest. I think this is not a bad trade for us at all. His spells are getting so cheap. We know he has double spare pot in hand, but makes big combo turns with like an Antonidas insane. So yeah, we have to trade that. Now we can only Antonidas one spare part. Antonidas kinda a problem here. And this is why I hate Entity. I mean, this is the last card we are probably gonna play. It is. Oh wow, running. How much damage do we have? We have 9. Ooh, that's pretty nice. I think we play that and gonna draw. And I mean, we can play the whole hand, right? 2, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's see what we draw. Hmm. Nine plus 6.
I wonder.
I want to hit one here, so I get better bomb value. Okay, that's nice. See this. Okay, it's not. So most likely counter spell. Might be a VG. I'm gonna play around the VG here. Yeah, it's too big. If I play a VG into a run-in, but I have to do this into the run-in. Like if I don't frostbolt the run-in, he might just have lethal with just fireball, frostbolt. Even a spell damage fireball would kill me. So yeah, but like it's really likely this is a VG. So I really have to not kill it. That's important. It wasn't Entity, it wasn't counterspell, so really straightforward for me that is the VG. But yeah, I think we are in a pretty good spot here. I mean, I like the board standing how it is here. He has to deal with Boom. If he can't deal with Boom, he's dead for sure. Still has double spare pot. He didn't get the arcane missile. So yeah, pretty behind, pretty bad starting hand. But at the end, we did it, guys. We came ahead and we could take over the board. Lotep doing a pretty important job here. So yeah, went out pretty well. Yeah, I'm thinking if I called okay, there's the warrior. Oh, it's the same guy. He just countered us. I mean, might be Patron, might be Control Warrior, but it is the same guy, so there is a reason he switched it up. Probably put Patron, I would say. Not sure, but that's just my guess. Not an insane starting end. It's not bad. I mean, we have to mana worm into a reactive 2-drop, and I don't like reactive 2-drops against Warrior. Reactive cards normally not working. They go X, and you are like, yeah, I have a reactive card. It's not gonna work. Oh well, sometimes they coin out Armor Smith, and then it works. Then it works. Okay, there's the Mad Scientist. He coined it out. He doesn't have the War Axe. He will always play War Axe there. No way you have War Axe here. And I mean, I can see him having the Ghoul here or having a second Armor Smith. So I think it is better to just trade it away. There's the Ghoul. Makes sense. Have to kill the Ghoul, otherwise Acolytes gets really painful. I would like to get an Unstable Portal just to buff here. He's considering Inner Rage, so it's really good for us to know he has an Inner Rage here. No way he's wasting his turn here. Inner Rage. I mean, for us it's not bad at all, him playing Inner Rage here. I mean, now we make the trade and it clears, so I'm fine with it. Playing Mad Scientist here. We might play actually Flamewaker. Flamewaker is not a winning card here. He used the coin, so he doesn't have Despite. If I play Mad Scientist, I have to ping into an... Yeah, I think this is better. He cannot kill it. Well, he can kill Mad Scientist, or he can play an... Well, he can still play the Acolyte into this, actually. Yeah, that's annoying. We attack first here, right? I mean, whatever happens, we go unstable portal. If we hit one, we probably ping, otherwise we play mad scientist. So yeah, I like this. Now going to attack, see what we get. Oh wow! Oh, that sucks. Not getting the last one. We play it here. Turn 4, there's nothing we ever want to Patient Assassin, right? I mean, if he goes Despite here, the Patient Assassin is gonna be dead. So I think I pass here. I think I will play it around turn after I see if he goes. I want to see if he goes Despite here. Okay, he goes Acolyte. I'm not sure if I like that. I mean, he makes me another trade on board. Yeah, I think I go Patient Assassin now. Because if I play low tap, he cannot play slams. The only thing he can play is weapons. So yeah, I like the Patient Assassin on this board, to be honest. It's pretty weird that we didn't play Mad Scientist, but the plays that we are having, or the meta curve that we are having, or the reactive turns we are having are just better every time. And no way he deals with low tap here. Despite still painful. Yeah, he had the Despite. Shit. He even had it. Not sure if I like that attack. We play Boom next turn. Yeah, we just attack because it dies on board. Yeah, we play, like, I mean, we have Boom into 12 damage. It's still pretty decent. He goes Emperor. We still have the Boom bots. I mean, he goes to 14 already. 2 bomb, 2 to the face, and we win. So, get the Entity out. Entity not really good against Warrior in general, but cannot be bad. Okay, so he plays another minion now. Yeah, not really good Boom bots into an Armor Smith, but we are kind of forced to do this. Yeah, he plays really well his curve. He has a really good reactive hand too. Oh my god. It's even getting worse. Yeah, we play Boom here. We have the Entity up. Yes, he can just Wind Execute. Easy turn for him, but I mean, we cannot. He didn't play Emperor yet, so the insane value from his minions are gone. Or not happening yet. I mean, he cannot go Warsong Patron, and it's a turn 8 play. Shield block. Yeah, I might Shield Slam here. That will suck. It's not sure. Now he knows it's not counter spell. Yeah, he's gonna execute. Oh my god. Ah, that's good. Killing it. That sucks. The one hit. Really important to hit a lot here on face, to be honest. It was really important. The Azure Drake is kind of nice. Yeah, he will remove this. If he has a removal, yeah, he has it. He has a lot of answers. That really sucks. Yeah, he played double Armor Smith. Like, I mean, he played all his crap minions. He played double Armor Smith, a Ghoul. So pretty likely we are gonna get a better one, I would say. I think I might Arcane Missiles here. Arcane Missiles, terrible card this matchup. Terrible. It only gives him armor, patrons, or whatever. It always does something you don't want. Don't see really reason to play Apprentice here when I can also ping, so yeah. I mean, he might have the Despite, then it made a bit more sense to maybe play it, but that's the Despite. Yeah, I need another good minion here. Still the Entity up. I mean, we are 1 damage off at the moment if he plays a minion. If he plays a minion, we win because we get at least 2 attack. So yeah, he makes the passive turn armors up. Is that lethal? No, 3, 6, 7 mana. We are 1 damage of lethal. Do we Fireball here? I mean, why not? Might be too obvious. But whatever. I mean, now is I can top deck a minion and top deck a Flame Waker. Yeah, then I can Flame Waker Fireball Ping. I cannot Flame Waker Fireball. I mean, he played double Armor Smith. He played a shield block. I mean, what does he have here? Probably goes for the armor up. Pretty strong here. But if he doesn't play a minion, the turn is going to be really passive.
What now?
Double armor smith, double shield block. That is a lot to handle. I mean, if he only had 3 out of these 4 pieces in the first 20 cards, he had a problem. We will have won. Now he has another turn probably to do something. I guess he knows it's entity. Did he draw shield slam? He drew slam. We just need a good minion here, I guess. We need that for Antonidas, right? Yeah, now he can just play a minion, give us a crappy one and even kill it. This really sucks. He can even go Warsong. Oh, he goes Patron, yeah. Oh, so bad.
A fight cows me in.
Nice turn. Nice turn, bruh. Yeah, we need Antonidas. That might be the only way. If we draw Antonidas, we win, right? We get 30. We cannot ping this, he gets a lot of new ones. This ping doesn't make sense. Yeah, this sucks. This really sucks. Yeah, now the game is kinda over. I'm really, yeah, it sucks a bit. I mean, he had really good answers all the game. He had the double armor smith, double shield block, the only way he could. If he will have 1 armor smith less or 1 shield block less, had all the answers when he needed it. I mean, he had a lot here, and looks like it's gonna work out for him. You cannot win them all, but I think I showed pretty well in this game that Patron is a really winnable matchup for this deck. It's not an insane matchup, but it is a pretty well matchup. I mean, you just need a decent early game and you can win it. Just a bit sad how it worked out for us at the end. Yeah, that kinda sucks, right? Antonidas draw, will that help us? Not even. Don't even know what we want to draw here, man. It just feels bad, man. Arcane Intellect, let's see. Unstable Portal, maybe that's the card we want here. Maybe that is the card. We are not really getting the portals that we want. Yeah, maybe a Doomsayer saves us. I mean, he needs his whole deck to beat us, to be honest. That's a card I didn't want to see. He might just have lethal on spot. Doesn't really get much patrons. He got in a 3-2 first and then trade the goal. Getting more patrons. By suiciding one of his weaker patrons and trading afterwards. But yeah, it's fine. I guess this is lethal, I'm not sure. I mean, again, he could just trade in his 2-2 and get an extra patron. But yeah, it looks like it's enough for him. He has 12, yes, this more than enough. He has like 10 damage over almost. Oh no, he attacked already with that one. But it was still lethal. I mean, we didn't have outs, I think. We had a lot of time to either draw Antonidas, getting the top deck in. We had a lot of burst when we actually needed it. Just a double shield block, double armor smith. He needed one less and we would have won this game. Bit sad about that, but yeah, I think I showed you pretty well. If he had like one less answer, one less minion early, one less weapon, it would have really helped us. So yeah, I think I showed how this deck can win against Patron. I showed you how it can win against tempo, that you can just get tempo back even you are behind, and that is the strong thing about tempo mage. Even if you are behind, you can still get back, and that is something that aggro decks can't. And yes, this deck snowballs a bit less, but it has the comeback potential, and that is why I really like to play this deck. It has also a big snowball effect. If you cannot deal with this deck early, you are in big problems, and that's what I like about tempo mage. So yeah, I hope I showed you the strength of the deck. I hope you like this deck, and thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.